Hi everyone, it's Carolyn Sander from carebearstamps.com. I'm here today with the Creating Kindness design team. We are having another Around the World blog hop and video hop today. The theme for today is Because We Care. I thought that today's Sending Hugs card was a great way to showcase this topic. This is a card that would be great to send to anyone you love, to cheer them up and to show that you care. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please remember to click on the video description of today's tutorial, where you will find all of the video links that are part of today's blog hop and video hop. Now let's get started. Today's project features a few of my favorite Stampin' Up! Products. They are the lovely Inside and Out bundle, the Layering Circles framelit dies, the Pretty Label Punch, the Tree Builder Punch, and the Seaside Textured Impressions embossing folder. You can find these products if you visit my online Canadian Stampin' Up! Shop. It's open 24/7 for your shopping convenience. You can find it by visiting www.carebearstamps.com and clicking on the shop icon. Now to get started with today's tutorial, we're going to first start with some stamping. We're going to stamp on a Whisper White card base using some Daffodil Delight ink. And we're going to stamp the stamp that is from the lovely Inside and Out stamp set that looks like a sun or a starburst onto the top right corner of our card front, like so. We are then going to create the focal point of our card, and we're going to do this by using the Layering Circles framelit dies and the lovely Words Thinlit dies. You can see here that I've actually placed my Layering Circles framelit dies in a DVD case that you can buy from the online shop. I've put some magnet sheets in this case. You can get these at your local dollar store, and that's how I decide to store my framelits and my thinlits, just because they're nicely accessible. They stay in the case. As you can tell, they don't fall out because they are magnetic sheets that are within the case. And yeah, it's pretty perfect. Now you can see what I've done here is I've taken the circles that I'm going to use on today's project and I've nested them within each other. I've then taken some washi tape and taped over them so that they stay together. I am then going to take these circles that are taped together and I'm going to run them through my Big Shot together. That way I will get a few circles that are meant to line up together, all cut at the same time. By doing it this way, it means your circles are going to line up together every time, and it also is a much quicker way of cutting your circles. You get multiple circles with one run through your Big Shot versus having to do it multiple times. You can see here that I'm repeating this process 2 more times using different colors of cardstock. Today I decided to go with Tempting Turquoise and Real Red. Combined with my Daffodil Delight, I thought that gave me a nice little primary colored rainbow. After these steps, I'm now left with 3 different colors of circles that nest within each other. I've then taken a circle that was the largest circle from the nest of dies and I've cut it in Whisper White. And yeah, I'm using that white circle to adhere my other nested circles too. Using my favorite liquid glue, of course. And there you have it. I also have 2 other sets of circles now that nest within each other. The combo of colors is the same, but the patterns may be a little different, but I can create 2 more cards now with those circles. Now to finish off our centerpiece, we need to create the hugs portion of the focal point. We are going to do this by taking one of the circles from the Layering Circles framelit dies and the hugs die from the lovely Word Thinlits. We're going to layer them within each other and run them through the Big Shot with a piece of basic black cardstock. As you can see here, I've used my Stampin' Up! Precision base plate when doing this. And that's just so that when I go to pop out that hug sentiment, it comes out with ease. Now we need to create those fluffy clouds. Yes, there's lots of layers here. I understand. We're going to use a tree builder punch and the pretty label punch to create those clouds. Now that our focal point is complete, we're going to move ahead and do a bit more stamping using our archival black stamping pad and that raindrops type stamp that is in the stamp set that we're using today. We're also going to mask off part of the sentiment that we're using today using some washi tape. And instead of having sending you, that way we just have sending, which ties in nicely with the hugs die. This way our card will say sending hugs. I guess you could say sending you hugs, but I wanted that sending sentiment to fit in the cloud punch that I used today. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to take our black archival stamping pad and we're going to stamp those raindrops like so to create that nice little background piece on our card. Did I say there are lots of layers? Yeah, there's lots of layers. This last portion here uses a Seaside textured impressions embossing folder. I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, placed it in my folder, spritzed it with a bit of water. That's supposed to help it so that the cardstock doesn't wrinkle or crack when you run it through your Big Shot. Run it through your Big Shot like so, and voila, you should have a nice textured piece of cardstock. Again, adhere those lovely pieces with your liquid glue. To make our focal point pop even more, some Stampin' Dimensionals just add that extra bit of oomph. They're pretty much a necessity for your card making projects these days as far as I'm concerned. So what do you say, why don't we throw in some of those brights enamel shapes? If you notice on today's card, I decided to use stars, but on the card to the left, I used the hearts. They are both fabulous and such an easy way to give your project that extra wow factor. And now I am creating a micro bow using my favorite basic black baker's twine, and I will be adhering it with a mini glue dot. So simple, but it just gives that extra wow factor yet again. And there you have it, voila. Thank you so much for visiting today. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please remember to click on the video description section of today's tutorial where you can find all of the other video links that are part of today's video hop. As well, please visit my blog at www.carebearstamps.com for more stamping inspiration. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.